When it comes to skincare, in reality, you can keep it pretty simple. You just need some basics to really get by. So that means that there are tons of unnecessary skincare products out there. But do they serve a purpose? Do you like them? Yeah, sometimes. And there are tons of unnecessary skincare products that I also happen to love. So I'm gonna talk about those today. So I wanna put out there, because I can already see the comments. When I say these products are unnecessary, if they work for you, if you have seen big changes with your skin, you should stick with those products, even if I deem them unnecessary today in this video. That does not mean you shouldn't use these products. And that's kind of the point of this video, is there are really a lot of unnecessary skincare products out there. That does not mean you should toss them or you shouldn't buy them or that they're a gimmick. They just aren't your staples. And I think that's like the biggest factor. In reality, your most important skincare products are gonna be your sunscreen, obviously some kind of a cleanser that doesn't strip your skin, and a moisturizer. I also think that a retinoid is really important, but not everybody has hopped on to retinoids, So I just feel like, there aren't that many products that you truly need in a skincare routine, but there are so many products out there that can be very helpful for your skin or that you might just truly love. And I feel like there's so many for me. I'm a skincare fanatic. One of those types of products are eye patches. I love eye patches. If you've been here with me for a while, you probably know before I put on makeup for, being on camera, for some kind of an event, if I'm tired, I will always use eye patches. And that's because I just think that they are so soothing and hydrating. And they're so much more efficient to me than, like massaging your face with something. I know people like to depuff with a massager or a jade roller, or a cold spoon, whatever it is. To me, eye patches do the trick, and they're much more efficient for me. I especially love eye patches because I love getting that hydration under my eyes, especially if I know I'm gonna wear a lot of powder and makeup that's gonna, potentially get into my crow's feet. Having that hydration with that soothing hydrogel feel from an eye patch, especially if it feels nice and cooling on your skin. I top it with some eye cream or moisturizer, whatever it is, and I feel like my makeup just goes on so much smoother and looks so much better. Do I use eye patches every single day? Of course not. I don't have the time to throw eye patches on every single day. Do I like some of these silicone ones that are reusable? For sure, I think that serves a great purpose, but I still personally love the regular eye patches. And I guess because I don't use them so often, I don't feel too bad about using them. In that same vein is sheet masks, especially the hydrogel ones. I especially love hydrogel ones, but there are some sheet masks that I just love also. And one of my favorite skincare products to travel with is sheet masks. I will pack like 3 or 4 sheet masks with me. The minute I land wherever my destination is, I will hop in the shower, wash my face, I get out of the shower, and the first thing I put onto my face is a sheet mask. I love it while I'm traveling. Yes, I can get hydration from, an essence or, like a hydrating serum or anything like that. But my favorite way to soothe my skin, especially while traveling, is with a sheet mask. I don't even have a favorite brand of sheet masks because there are so many different brands out there, but I love sheet masks. I think that they are so great. I just mentioned essences. I think essences and toners are in basically the same category. There are very few differences, but I think that like just hydrating and brightening essences and toners are kind of unnecessary in your skincare routine. They're definitely not a product that you must have in your routine. And in fact, I hadn't used an essence for the last like 3 or 4 months because when I moved to Miami, I just kind of felt like I needed less product on my face when it was a hot, humid climate. Now that it's gotten colder outside, I've been traveling a lot more, I feel like the essences have really come in handy, and I just personally love the experience of an essence. I love the dewy hydration that I get from an essence. My favorite one is by Dr. Ceuracle. It's that kombucha, fermented kombucha tea essence one. It is such a nice essence, but I also have lots of old school favorites too. I mean, the SK2 essence is always a good go-to. It's just a little bit pricey. These products are unnecessary. Again, I'm not saying that they haven't changed people's skin. I personally love what they do for my skin, especially when I need hydration and some brightening, but they're not necessary. You can get a lot of the same effects from using your serums, your moisturizers, whatever it is, you can definitely get those effects, but they're really a nice way to get that hydration. When I say toners, the only time that I think a toner is an exception from this is when it's like an exfoliating toner. There are all those toners that help to exfoliate, like with BHAs or with AHAs or a combination of them. Those are a little bit different because I do see them as your exfoliant, and I wouldn't consider them to be toners, even though that's what they are technically. I'm talking about toners that are more in line with an essence. They brighten your skin, they hydrate your skin, they might deliver some antioxidants, something like that. Those I feel like are not necessary, but that doesn't mean that you can't love them. Especially sprays, they can serve a lot of different purposes. They can just be refreshing for you. And I want you to always remember that your skincare routine and your skincare products, sometimes it's all about being just self-indulgent and having self-care and, you know, just enjoying your process and the products that you're using. So if you enjoy these products, you should continue using them. I think this one's gonna be a controversial one. Hand creams. I think hand creams are technically unnecessary. And let me explain this. Technically, any lotion, your face lotion, your body lotion, any lotion can be your hand cream, right? But I love specific hand creams that are made to not be greasy on your hands, especially on your fingertips, especially because I am on my iPhone all the damn time. So having a specific hand cream, especially one that can be a lot thicker, that can be a little bit more, you know, like I've been talking about the gloves in a bottle one. I've also talked about my love for the Roche-Posay hand cream that's like kind of like it's like a really thick silicone type cream. Both of those are amazing. They dry down really quick. I can put them on and then touch my phone and it doesn't get greasy at all. And they just last a lot longer. Would I ever put one of those types of hand creams on my face or on my body? Probably not. And I think that's what makes the difference. So a hand cream that is very specific to those needs, I think is an unnecessary product, but a product that comes in handy a lot of the time. A hand cream that's handy. Anyway, but again, it's unnecessary. You don't have to go out there and spend money on a separate hand cream. You really don't. But can you get a lot of benefit from a very specific type of hand cream? Absolutely. And I personally love specific hand creams. Another one that I think is unnecessary is specialized body treatments. What I mean by that is like specific neck creams. There's even like bosom creams and butt creams, and there are body serums, there are body exfoliants. There are all these different types of body specific products out there. And the reality is what you use on your face, you can probably just use on your body as well. When it really comes to these specific body treatments, you really don't need specific body treatments. A retinoid, AHA, any kind of exfoliant, you can technically go and use the products that you use on your face and use them on your body. Obviously, you might want bigger bottles. That's like one thing that's very specific to body. But again, that doesn't mean you can't enjoy those products or go out and buy those products. I obviously love a retinol body lotion. I just love knowing that I'm taking that same care that I have for my face to my body as well. And I think that's something that we've overlooked too much in skincare, is showing that kind of love to our body. So do you need these body specific products? Probably not. You probably have tons of products in your medicine cabinet, in your beauty closet, wherever it is that you keep your beauty products. I bet you have plenty of products that can be repurposed, especially if they're not being used, can be repurposed for your body. But do I love specific body treatments? I do. I love them. I think it's so nice to care for your body skin. All right, so another category of unnecessary skincare products that I personally enjoy, and I actually think someday maybe might be necessary. Hear me out. Silicone patches. There are so many different silicone patches. One of my favorite brands is SiO, but there are other brands that make these silicone patches that are, you know, like they're sticky. They have like a silicone stickiness to them on the backside of them, and they're reusable up to like a certain amount of times. A lot of the time people wear silicone patches is more of like a preventative measure. I personally wear the SiO chest patches, and I actually really like the silicone eye patches also, the SiO ones. But I think a lot of people like myself use them because they're preventative. They're keeping you from getting those wrinkles, from getting that movement or that, you know, like the denting, the creasing that can cause long-term wrinkles. I personally like these silicone patches for that reason, because they are sticking as well. But there have actually been studies that show silicone can have a very similar effect to retinoids when it comes to your wrinkles and your fine lines, and just like overall anti-aging. So I think that's something that people should maybe look into a little bit more. Maybe we should be discussing this a little bit more too, the effects of silicone on your wrinkles. And I bring this up because we already know that silicone is great for healing your scars and making your scars look a little bit better in appearance. So there has to be, in my opinion, there has to be something that silicone is doing for your wrinkles as well, but there just aren't enough studies on it yet. And I think that someday there might be. And maybe at some point we'll find out that silicone patches maybe are very necessary in your skincare routine. But as of now, they are pricey and it does feel a little bit unnecessary, but I do love my chest patches. If you're curious about that, I actually bring this one up because I have seen an uptick in people asking me about silicone patches and whether I think that they're necessary. I don't think they're necessary, but do I enjoy them personally? I do. And I think I see a lot of benefit from them. The next one is skincare tools. I'm talking about like your jade rollers, the face massagers, even things like your microcurrent devices. All of those different tools, cleansing brushes, are they necessary for your skincare routine? Of course they're not necessary. Some of them we don't even know if we're getting any real benefit, but I do love a nice massage on my face. It helps to depuff your skin. It helps to boost that circulation. And actually, as we get older, one of the things that happens to us is that our circulation isn't as good. And so we don't have that rosiness to our cheeks. Like if you look at a little baby, I look at my babies all the time, their skin and their cheeks are so rosy and pink and that blood flow is so beautiful and perfect. I don't have that. I remember talking to celebrity esthetician Renee Rouleau and she was like, yeah, I tell my clients, and she's like, I do it myself. I always tell everybody to hang their head over the side of their bed for a few minutes every single day just to like bring that blood to your face, because you just don't get it as you get older and you lose that beautiful color in your skin. And I can confirm, as I'm getting older, you definitely don't have that beautiful rosy color to your skin naturally anymore. I do love microcurrent devices. You guys know that. I love a silicone cleansing brush. I love all of these kinds of skincare tools, but are they necessary? No, of course not. You can use your hands most of the time to achieve a lot of these things, to massage your face, to cleanse your face. All you really need is this right here. But are tools really nice to have? Absolutely. And I have seen huge differences in my skin with them. And then the last one is expensive luxury skincare. You never, ever, ever, this is like something I've tried to prove in life, right? With my own skincare line. You do not need to spend a ton of money to have good, efficacious, elegant feeling formulations in skincare. You absolutely do not have to spend crazy amounts of money. You'd never have to spend hundreds of dollars to get efficacious, beautiful skincare products. Never, ever, ever. But can you enjoy them? Absolutely. And do I sometimes enjoy some luxury products that are unnecessary? Absolutely. I love Chanel. I love the branding. I love the textures and the feel that go into, all of their skincare products. If you were to hand me a jar of La Mer, I would use the shit out of that because I do love the texture of it. I love that thick cream. I do think it's a very unique cream, even though there's Nivea that feels very similar to it. I love the way it feels on my skin. I love that like heavy jar that it comes in. When I used to get like La Prairie products in PR, because I never spent any money on those products, did I love those products? I did. They felt so nice. And do I think that you have to spend the money? No. But do I enjoy those products? Absolutely. Even like Augustina Spader, people have asked me about those products. I love their rich cream. It is so nice and it's just a beautiful moisturizer. Are any of those necessary? No. But do I love them and do I like to enjoy them? Absolutely. Be bougie if you want to. It's good for your soul, good for your mind, whatever makes you happy. Anyway, those are the unnecessary skincare products that I just happen to love. I'm sure there are probably more out there, but I'd love to hear what you guys think are unnecessary skincare products that you also personally love. Tell me even the brand name, the product specifically that you love. I'd love to hear this. So tell me in the comments. Find me on Instagram. I'm at Susan Yara. I'm also on TikTok, you guys. Just a little reminder. I'm on TikTok too. I'll talk to you soon.